I have one video where it was like I had a bunch of chicks like pretend they hated this super expensive cologne I was wearing.
Yeah.
And it was like I was on campus and just had like a bunch of girls, telling me this cologne sucked, and I spent like $600 on it. I was annoyed. And then I used the shitty cologne. Well, it's not shitty, but it's a cologne that everyone in like the fragrance community hates. And then this girl gave me.
Would you want to do more production value stuff? Like, do you see any like enjoyment in that?
Sometimes, like for example, like the thing I had in mind for the 1,000,000 sub video that I mentioned in your kitchen, I would maybe want to do high production value, which I imagine could be like a multiple day editing job where it would all of a sudden eat into my current schedule. But those are like special occasions. Other than that, like I would love to integrate more high production value, but then again, that requires a lot more oversight from me. And then does it actually yield a better outcome when I'm very information based, which is, I think, maybe where I don't know if you sell yourself short in that regard, but like you're largely an information based channel rather than like you have the combo of high production value and information. Whereas I'm like information, no production value necessarily, but it's like high enough quality that no one really cares.
Well, you are high enough quality that no one really cares.
But so are you.
Right.
So I guess it's just your personal opinion on. Well, I guess you asked me. Do I want to turn this on you?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Do I want to do more high production value stuff? If I could integrate it.
Do you not like talking about yourself, Derek?
No. I don't even know how I like flipped that on you. But anyway.
Do you not like it?
No, I do. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I could make everything like elevate in production value and it would not eat into my volume, I would love to.
There you are, back on the volume though. I mean, would you get enjoyment out of it? Fuck the volume. Like all of those aspects.
I don't actually do the editing, so I can't say I would enjoy it, but I do.
No. You would have to change things though. Like you'd have to have a plan. Sometimes you'd have to have like intro slides. You might have to have like, planned sections. Some of it might be scripted. Like the actual putting together of the video would take more time.
I feel like that would overwhelm me.
Overwhelm you?
Yeah. Because I need to just sit down and like talk about what I know. I can't like sit there and.
That's what you're comfortable with. And you don't want to pigeonhole yourself like that, man.
Right. Yeah, I've done a few videos where I've like planned out like
it could be fun.
I have one video which was like
remember fun?
Yeah. I have one video where it was like I had a bunch of chicks like pretend they hated this super expensive cologne I was wearing.
Yeah.
And it was like I was on campus and just had like a bunch of girls, telling me this cologne sucked, and I spent like $600 on it. I was annoyed. And then I used the shitty cologne. Well, it's not shitty, but it's a cologne that everyone in like the fragrance community hates. And then this girl gave me like the best compliment ever about it. And it was like a skit. It's not even really important what the context was, but it was a skit with like not actors, but just girls I met that I like involved in the video, and I kind of like made it happen on the fly. And it was very time intensive. Like it was a full day of filming and then a decent amount of editing and like a lot of different, piecing it together kind of thing and adding special effects. And yeah, that was like a reward. I like the video, and it's very like a rewarding thing to see it like come to fruition.
Yeah.
The actual net outcome and the ROI on it, though, is not any better than me sitting here talking about information. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't take that much passion in like artistic elements as much as I do putting out high quality information. So for me.
But you would if it got more views.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up.
Maybe.
That's putting too much emphasis on the outcome when it should be about the journey, bro. It's about the act of creating it, having fun. Sometimes, maybe this is where we're different. Maybe
but I enjoy.
I like the production value. I enjoy personally doing it. Like it's fun. Even if it performs like shit, it's fun.
This is like contingent on the context of making it sound like I don't like talking about stuff sitting in front of a computer.
No, but I know you love that. I'm not saying you don't.
Okay.
I'm not saying you. I know that's your thing.
Yeah.
And you have fun doing it. I am not. If I implied it, it was in error. I'm not trying to imply you don't like that.
Right.
I'm just saying there's another aspect that it's like if you were to disengage the need for it to perform just as good, because this is the issue I have, and I've been in the same, still am sometimes, definitely still am a lot of the time, where it's like you're constantly comparing your productivity to like the net outcome result, and you're like, okay, so if I just make this video, I actually do this. If I talk and I just make this very easy to do video, it's going to take me an hour to film, versus I do this video that's going to take me like maybe a day or two. This topic in particular will get more views. It's going to net a better outcome. Why am I going to put all this time into this other one that likely won't even get half as many I mean, maybe if I'm lucky it does, but there's a good chance that it's going to perform terribly. Like, why? And it's like, the answer is just because it's the process and it's enjoying. You enjoy the process of doing it. And it's also just kind of fun sometimes to make these videos and like watch them back yourself.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's a neat,
maybe
I like video making a little bit more.
I definitely have a lot of videos too from an information context standpoint that I know will suck in performance, but they're just so important to get out that I do them anyway. Like
Right.
I have, this would mean nothing to the most people watching, but I did a video on boldenone, which is like an anabolic steroid, and its implications on estrogen metabolism. And it was like a very important video because a lot of steroid users use this compound, have no idea how it works. It was like, I don't know, a 45-minute video with like elaborate scientific insight, a lot of research, a lot of digging into like obscure literature. That video, maybe since I posted it a year and a half ago or whatever, it's got 30, 40,000 views. I knew it would suck. I knew a very niche specific audience would appreciate it.
Yeah.
But like that content, I was like, I need to make this video. And like, I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Like that's rewarding to me. So like, I still do it. It's just like volume wise, it might seem like proportionally less so than before because I used to post one video every like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So now, relative terms, it's not as many like passion heavy videos, but they're definitely there still. Like even when I do my podcast with Leo and Steve,
Yeah.
we know a lot of our topics are not mass appealing. We talk about like the most obscure scientific shit that like some people out don't care about at all.
But again, the effort though that's not high effort. Like it's yielding low rewards, but it's also low effort. I'm talking about doing high effort that might.
Our effort is significant in how much we dig into papers and shit.
Oh, is it?
The amount of research we do just for the sake of like learning new things that is like honestly sometimes like relatively irrelevant to the grand scheme of like I could easily be like, you know what, I'm just gonna like rely on the education of everyone that works at my clinic. They're gonna be doing tons of research. Like I could just ride on what I know.
Yeah.
But I still go to my way to educate myself because I take pride in like knowing up to date information and like learning new things.
Right.
But I could definitely just ride with what I have and like get on just fine and probably crank another video a day, I bet, if I like stopped reading everything.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying specifically in those videos where it's like you're talking about stuff.
Artistic stuff.
I feel like we're talking about two different things
Yeah,
at the
for sure.
moment. Like I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Anything about that.
I don't think we disagree like at all really on like what I'm necessarily doing, but we're trying to just like tease out different like elements
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
in
we're
my
trying
mindset.
to tease it out. Exactly. I think this is fun.
Yeah.
This kind of picking apart style of stuff. I don't know. It brings new topics to the conversation. I'm not trying to like do anything,
No, of course not.
negative or
Yeah.
But all that I'm saying is like when you're doing these videos with Leo,
Yeah.
and what's the other dude's name?
Steve.
Yeah, Vigorous Steve.
Yeah.
Okay. You know that not a lot of people are going to view some of it, but it's not like you actually put a lot into making of that video. You just filmed the podcast. That's what I mean by like low effort.
Yeah.
All that it really required, like, yeah, you might have read research papers earlier, but the actual filming of it was just very easy. You guys filmed the podcast. So it's not that big of a loss if it doesn't perform well. Versus if you like were to put this elaborate video together and then it performed bad, it was this huge net loss of time and effort and energy and maybe paying people to do it. So like that's all that I'm arguing for. I'm saying like you're looking at it from a solely, I don't want to put all that effort in because it's not going to give me big rewards. But I'm saying maybe it does.
Yeah.
Like those
Maybe.
videos could blow up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some of the longevity of some of your like high production value stuff is like it's obviously like cool to look back at too, like you said, for sure.
And some of them blow up. Like I have high production videos that millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
And do you think it would hit those view numbers if I didn't put all that time into it?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Like
And it actually gives you less work to do. Like I'm arguing in favor of doing this because I've had times when my channel was blowing up with like 3,000 or more new subs a day. Like I didn't just slowly.
Do you watch finance content at all?
No.
Okay. I was
Why?
going to give a really good example of like a direct comparison here. There's this guy named Graham Stephan. He actually used to have a Lotus Elise.
What?
Yeah. And he would
Love
have
that car.
He would have it in like the back of his videos, but that guy is like probably the premier finance related channel, I would say, in like good production value. Volume is like 3 videos a week, which is pretty fucking high considering he also posts like a podcast and he does other stuff on other channels. But he has friends. There's this guy named Meet Kevin who's like, he's like running for governor in California right now. And he's like, He's like the most high volume guy I've ever seen in my life on YouTube. He posts like 5 to 6 videos a day.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he's just like, and he has a family. It's fucking insane. Like I don't know how he does it, but he was blowing up to the point where, and finance content and like entrepreneurship content, because people run ads on it to their like, you know, make money online courses. The CPM on those videos is so high that when he gets, for example, like, I don't know, like a good amount of views, it equates to like what for a normal YouTuber might be like 100K a month, for him is like $1 million.
Wow.